Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Gray, and I'm back with another smartphone camera test with the Samsung Galaxy A53, a mid-range $450 device that does have some pretty decent cameras on the back. And this device is going to be going up against the Pixel 6 from Google, which I'm using to record right now. As I do in all of my smartphone camera comparisons, everything that you see in this video is recorded on these two devices. So just keep an eye on the bottom of the screen to see which device and which cameras from that device are being used for the photos and the videos that you see. So with that, let's jump into the specifications of these two devices to see how they stack up on paper. So let's kick things off with the Galaxy A53 and its quad camera system on the back with a 64 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and then two 5 megapixel sensors for a depth camera and also a macro camera. As far as the selfie camera goes up front, you're looking at a 32 megapixel sensor there, and it can actually record 4K video at 30 frames per second, something that we don't see on a lot of mid-range devices like this, matching the 4K resolution that we get from the main and the ultra-wide cameras on the back of the phone as well. And then switching over to the Google Pixel 6, which only has two cameras on the back, a 50 megapixel main camera and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Those can record video at up to 4K 60 frames per second, so beating out the Galaxy A53 just a little bit there. And then you have a selfie camera up front, an 8 megapixel sensor, but this is only limited to 1080p video at 30 frames per second. So now that we've gotten the specifications of these two devices all squared away, let's jump into some side-by-side photo and video comparisons to see how they actually perform in everyday use. Let's take a look. Here's a look at video capture on the rear cameras from both of these devices, starting off with that main camera sensor, getting in as close as we can here to these roses. But then as we pull away, we're going to switch over to the ultra-wide cameras. That's a 0.5x zoom on the Galaxy A53 and a 0.7x zoom on the Pixel 6, which isn't quite as wide and less dramatic than what you get on Samsung's device. And then switching things over to the selfie cameras on both of these devices. They both have pretty decent stabilization here. Of course, this is digital stabilization, not optical. But the Galaxy A53 seems to do a little bit better at that. But also, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it does have 4K video capture from the selfie camera, something that the Pixel 6 doesn't have. If you want that feature on a Pixel device, you're going to have to opt for the Pixel 6 Pro, which costs $300 more.
comes to video capture in low light situations like this, both the Pixel 6 and the Galaxy A53 aren't really the best option when the lighting conditions aren't ideal. That being said, the Galaxy A53 does have much better color reproductions in situations like this, with the Pixel 6 just looking a little bit washed out as it tries to boost the overall brightness of the shots, but definitely the Galaxy device does a much better job. And this here's a look at video capture from the rear cameras on these phones. In this situation, the Pixel 6 does have the advantage here with its much larger sensor on the inside. You can see there when looking at those light sources, you don't get as much blown out details there as you do on the Galaxy A53. So if you are looking to record video at night from the main camera, the Pixel 6 is definitely the better option. That's going to do it for this camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A53 and Google's Pixel 6. Let me know what you think of the results in the comments below and which device you'd rather use on a regular day basis. And that's going to do it for this camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A53 and Google's Pixel 6. Let me know what you think of the camera results in the comments below and which device you would rather use on a regular basis for capturing your photos and videos. I do have a full review of the Galaxy A53 coming up, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon as well if you want to see that review as soon as it's online. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.